blah, 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 yada, yada, yada. It's time for the real bit of this movie, the announcement of the golden tickets. However, the humor of the original is lost here. In the original, when news spread that Wonka was allowing people in the factory, even the adults were going bonkers. There's an extremely hilarious scene when Charlie's schoolteacher actually dismisses class to go hunt for the golden tickets himself. Let's watch.
You, Winkleman, come here. What's happening?
Willy Wonka's opening his factory. He's gonna let people in.
You sure?
It's on the radio and he's giving truckloads of chocolate away.
Class dismissed.
No, it's only for 5 people.
Class undismissed.
He sent him 5 golden tickets and the people who find him will win the big prize.
Where's he hidden the tickets?
Inside 5 Wonka bars. You gotta buy Wonka bars to find them.
Class redismissed.
Meet me downstairs.
Hilarious! Now let's see how this piece of crap does it.
5 golden tickets have been hidden underneath the ordinary wrapping paper of 5 ordinary Wonka bars. These 5 candy bars may be anywhere, in any shop, in any street, in any town, in any country in the world.
You lose! Good day, sir!
Damn, I love that movie. Anyways, the same stuff happens. The first one to find the ticket is Augustus Gloop from Germany. The second is Veruca Salt from across the pond, depending on where you are. And man, you know what? I gotta say, this is a great change of pace for Mortal Kombat. Reviewing something that has absolutely no fight scenes whatsoever. Am I watching Mortal Kombat again? Anyway, Violet layeth the smacketh down Beauregard as the third ticket winner, with her mom, who honestly adds nothing to this movie, so the gender change here was pointless. Then we get Mike TV, the only rational person in this movie. And that isn't saying much, but still, this kid is the only character I halfway, maybe sort of like. Sort of. Same basic stuff happens here that happens in the original. However, listen closely.
Did you see that some kid in Russia found the last golden ticket?
Yes, it was in the paper this morning.
Good boy.
Come on, George, good boy.
One Wonka with the scrumptious fudge manna delight, please.
Okay, 5 seconds ago, those 2 gay guys just said that some kid in Russia found the ticket. Now, all of a sudden, the newspaper immediately has news that the ticket is fake. I know news travels fast, but damn! There was no time lapse, no nothing! So either those guys are 1. Absolute morons who don't know how to read. 2. Didn't read the full story, which in that case, the headline clearly says, ticket is a fake. Which is, in their case, see option 1. Or 3. Or just being jerks to screw with Charlie, which essentially puts them on the same level of jerkism as high school bullies. Why am I spending so much time on them? because they don't make any fucking sense. Believe me, I'd love to find something interesting in this movie, but I just can't. Admittedly, as awful as this movie is, keep in mind we're only 30 minutes into this smoldering pit of hell. The scene where Charlie finds the golden ticket still puts a smile on my face. But it still doesn't capture the majesty and triumph of I got a golden ticket. Still, this scene makes me smile. So everyone, including Charlie's entire family, is excited about this until...
No. We're not going.
What the fuck?
A woman offered me $500 for the ticket. I bet someone else would pay more. We need the money more than we need the chocolate.
Okay, I admit, as shocked as I was to hear Charlie say that he isn't gonna go, I have to give the kid credit for thinking about his family. Granted, he has only a few hours to auction the tickets, so while a practical gesture in theory, who exactly was on hand with thousands of dollars so that Charlie could unload that ticket? But I digress. Considering his family has had nothing to eat but cabbage soup, I can understand why Charlie prefers the money. However, Grandpa George straightens him out. Grandpa George is the only character in this movie I really do like, mostly for what he says at the end of the movie. Anyways, listen to his wisdom.
Young man, come here. There's plenty of money out there. They print more every day. But this ticket, there's only 5 of them in the whole world. And that's all there's ever going to be. Only a dummy would give this up for something as common as money. Are you a dummy?
No, sir.
Then get that mud off your pants. We've got a factory to go to.
Yes, I will even mock children in this review. Why? Because I don't give a f***. And here we all are. All the ticket holders are here and ready to enter. Which, again, is nowhere near the grandiose nature of the original, which felt more like a parade than a bunch of people standing around. Then Veruca says something that I couldn't agree with more.
Make time go faster.
Okay, you know what? Chronal acceleration is not easy, you evil little bitch! The gates open and it's time to meet Willy What the hell?
The amazing chocolatier. Willy Wonka, everybody give a cheer. He's modest, clever, and so smart he barely...
Sweet merciful crap, Ric Flair didn't get an entrance this long. This is one of the main reasons why this movie fails. It attempts to be funny. Attempts being the operative word. The original Willy Wonka didn't have singing puppets boasting about his genius. The original Willy Wonka came from his factory staggering out with a cane. As a joke, sort of mocking people's expectations of him. When he lost the cane and did a little somersault, he showed the crowd that there was more to him than meets the eye. That little gesture packs so much more of a punch than this creep show.
One guy who ever loved Willy Wonka, here he
Wasn't that just magnificent? I was worried he was getting a little dodgy in the middle part, but then that finale, wow.
Who are you?
He's Willy Wonka.
Really?
Good morning, Starshine. The Earth says hello. Dear guests, greetings. Welcome to the factory. I shake you warmly by the...
Okay, this index card bullshit, this isn't funny. This annoys the hell out of me. Granted, I'm trying to be an even-handed reviewer here, but seriously, this gag is not funny. And this Wonka is not funny either. He's disturbing as f*** and annoying. With his puny and constantly upbeat voice, it makes me want to punch him in the face. Let's look at Gene Wilder's Wonka. Gene Wilder's Wonka was a madman, yes. But he knew when to play it straight and knew when to play it crazy. When we first meet Willy Wonka, he's a very charismatic man. People went dead silent when he first appeared. And then when he did that little somersault, people burst into applause. This Wonka is just awkward and about as painful to watch as LL Cool J shoving a pool stick up someone's ass.
Where you going, man? Where you wildin' out, man? Well, I'm wildin' out. You supposed to be my man? I am your man. You gotta come on, man, please, man. Yo. And I'm approving, motherfucker. I'm sorry, man.
I know, that was disturbing, but I really wanted to use that as a cutaway gag. But seriously, this Wonka doesn't get a round of applause and cheers from adoring children. He gets stared at and pitied. And here we go. Pointless scene number 3. Of course, that's a facetious count, as I've lost count as how many pointless things went into this movie.
Mr. Wonka, I don't know if you remember me, but I used to work here in the factory.
Were you one of those despicable spies who every day tried to steal my life's work and sell it to those parasitic copycat candy-making cads?
No, sir.
And wonderful. Welcome back.
What the f*** was that? Why was that brought up? You know, they could have built this entire movie around the idea of Grandpa Joe having worked for Wonka previously. He mentioned earlier that he'd love to see the factory again one day, and he finally gets to live his dream. Through Charlie. They could have made Grandpa Joe a more important part of this film by helping Wonka realize that his actions in closing down the factory, him losing his job, the poverty he endured because of it, and how he doesn't hold any ill will towards Wonka, and Wonka could have realized that being the way he was in those days, a paranoid recluse, not trusting anyone, had very negative effects on everyone. They could have rebuilt the entire moral theme of this movie by making this a tale of redemption for both Wonka and Grandpa Joe. At the end of this movie, Grandpa Joe could have told Wonka about all the things that happened to him after losing his job, and how Charlie, being so much a fan of Wonka to even remake his entire factory out of toothpaste caps, allowed Grandpa Joe to continue being positive and believing Wonka would do right by his employees and fans. But instead, we get an entire story devoted to Grandpa Joe's previous employment with Wonka that is brought up and dismissed without even elaborating on it or making it an important plot point! This is pointless! The entire thing is